Upon waking up, I realize that I have been transported to a new world and, like many others who have traveled before me, I now have a different identity. This world bears a striking resemblance to Earth, with the exception that it has advanced technologically and has already entered the interstellar age. There are many types of new pets, closely connected to human society. The tool insects are responsible for life and work, while the pioneer and war are trained by the war pet masters. Even the status of each country is determined by the strength of their war pets. In other words, this is a world where the strong rule, and in order to survive well, I must also become stronger, and I must plan every step carefully. First of all, I need to understand my current situation. From now on, I am Su Ping, and Su Ping's things are my things. When Su Ping organizes his thoughts and opens the door to see this new world, he sees a cute girl standing outside the door.
Isn't this lazy Su Ping?
You can actually wake up so early, it's really surprising. Is this person the original owner's sister? She's quite cute. Oh, what is the silver badge?
Why are you staring at my chest like that?
Then she hits Su Ping with a heavy punch. What are you thinking of doing? Su Ping eats this punch and turns pale, coughing non-stop. Are you a bull? How can you have such great strength? I am already a war pet master. Don't think of doing anything bad. I am your brother. What bad things can I do to you? Saying this, while constantly thinking in his heart, is the original Botus brother was a bad person? The girl suddenly gets angry. Mr. Thayer doesn't remember all the bad things he did before, such as putting caterpillars in her bed, stealing her snacks, putting glue on toilet seats, replacing toothpaste with mustard, and hiding shoes so she can't go out. Anyway, I'm here to call you to take care of the pet shop. Your clients are harassing me with phone calls, and you must go and deal with it today. I thought the original owner was a useless waste, but it turns out he has a store. The starting point of the origin is very important, it seems to be useful now. Su Ping looks at the rundown little rascal pet shop in front of him, which is completely consistent with the original owner's style. It's a shop after all, and with a little tidying up, it should be able to open for business. No big deal. Su Ping looks at the shop, which can't even open properly, with the door getting stuck halfway, and it's so dilapidated that it's almost despairing. What's that smell? Purebred dogs, don't defecate anywhere in my store. The black dog looks down at the helpless and angry Su Ping. Dare to underestimate me, dumb dog, I will eat you tonight, believe it or not. Su Ping, who was focused on scolding the dog, did not notice the surrounding movements at all, and suddenly a foot behind him kicked it away. Who's there? Dare to ambush me, Su Ping looks at a prickly one thinking if he is an enemy. However, the guy is his customer who entrusted the Black Wind Panther to him to take care of properly. The customer feels angry and scolds at him. Do you know how cruel it can be when you lock him up with 10 female lions for 3 days? Do you know how he spent those 3 days? I'm sorry, I'll take care of your pet's follow-up care, and I won't charge you a penny. But inside, he secretly curses, this original owner is really despicable. Do I look like I need your stinky money? The furious prickly man decides to give Su Ping a taste of his own medicine. After receiving instructions, Black Wind immediately attacks Su Ping, emitting black energy waves all over his body. Using the skill wood chopping, the Black Panther instantly moves around behind Su Ping, with the iron hook on its tail tightly attached to his neck. Su Ping suddenly feels very uneasy. Hey, what are you doing? The lethal iron hook can kill Su Ping instantly at any time. This is bad. This is too fast. Everyone in this world solves their problems through force. Inside, he curses, damn it, how did the original owner get involved with this kind of person? With both hands tightly holding the iron hook, he quickly pleads, let's talk things out, let's sit down and discuss. Can't we negotiate? How about I compensate you for your losses 3 times the price? Hey, what do you have to compensate me with? Oh, I have a good idea. Let's try out my new move with Black Wind here. The Black Panther immediately roars excitedly, opens its huge mouth, and madly gathers energy. The dazzling light almost blinds Su Ping's eyes. I can't believe I'm going to die, just as I arrived. As a mighty traveler, am I really this weak? I don't even have a war pet yet. In this critical moment, a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky and hits Su Ping, wrapping him in a brilliant light, while everything around him freezes in petrification. At the same time, a system prompt appears in front of him, detecting a suitable target and starting the contract binding. Haha, has my cheat finally arrived? This fits Transmigrator's standard. The system prompts again, binding with the little rascal pet shop. Su Ping explodes on the spot. What kind of operation is this?
Why is it binding to this store?
Oops, the system says again, the store owner will also get binded. With a whoosh, Su Ping's entire body is enveloped in light. The system panel is prompting the binder of the super pet system, Su Ping, as he looks at the blue light in his hand with confusion. The system prompt sounds again, stating that the binder of the super god system will be immune to damage within the store, and any attack at this moment is ineffective. Is he invincible now? With the successful system binding, time begins to flow. At this point, the energy in the Black Panther's mouth has already condensed into a green ball, and when the timing is right, the prickly man commands Black Wind to blow up the place. The energy ball in the Black Panther's mouth changes from blue to purple as the skill is prepared to launch towards the ground. Suddenly, Su Ping reaches out and grabs the Black Panther's mouth, causing it to make a whimpering sound. What are you doing to my shop? Swallow it back. The Black Panther is so scared that it trembles all over and quickly swallows the energy ball. After swallowing the energy ball, the Black Panther looks pitiful and lies on the ground, whimpering continuously. This customer, do you have any questions about our services? The green-hatted man is suddenly shocked and quickly waves his hand, saying no. At this moment, he is already horrified. This person can actually stop Black Wind's ultimate move with his bare hands. He has never heard of anyone this skilled in the vicinity. If there are no questions, please let Black Wind stay in our store for a few more days. I will take good care of him. The green-haired man thinks Su Ping is going to retaliate against him. The customer and his Black Panther runs outside in a panic, shouting that Sun Ping is going to kill them. How scary am I? The system prompts, detecting a crisis in the store and granting permission to refresh the store status once. Su Ping thinks to himself that he didn't expect the system to be so thoughtful. He quickly presses the button, and in an instant, energy waves emanate from the ground, causing everything in the store to be swept up. After a moment, the rundown shop has been completely renovated. Su Ping looks at the new store and can't help but exclaim, "Is this what refreshing means?" He suddenly notices a closed room in the store. When he opens the door, he finds a dog and a mouse sleeping soundly in a cage. It turns out to be a pet dragon. However, the pets inside seem to be different from what he remembers. The system immediately pops up a prompt, correcting that this is a pet boarding slot, and that the pets boarding here will be cultivated and get some healing effects. Sung Ping wonder, what if the stupid dog outside poops all over the place? The system answers that the pets in the boarding slot are in cultivate stage and will not get hungry, thirsty or shit, so the host does not need to worry. Su Ping thinks, these two pet beasts must be sent here for me to take care? What should I do to prevent anyone else from causing trouble? Congratulations, host, you have triggered the main quest. Please select one pet and train it to the 3rd tier or higher. Su Ping looks at the system prompt in front of him. Congratulations, host, you have triggered the main quest. Please select a pet and train it to the 3rd tier or higher. He can't help but complain that even the main quest has to be triggered. This system is really unreliable. He clicks on the option for the Thunderlight mouse. I'll choose the Thunderlight mouse. I don't get along with the moon-chasing hound. As Su Ping makes his choice, the system panel displays the pet's information. The Thunderlight mouse is a 1st-tier lightning element pet with a combat power of 1. Its mastered skill is to be cute. Most of these ordinary beasts are kept as pets for observation, and Su Ping can't help but take a sharp breath. Being cute is considered a skill? Where did its lightning go? According to the host's usual training, the pet will comprehend different skills. The pet has been selected. Please enter the nurture land of thunder and sea swords. At the same time, an energy hole opens up under Su Ping's feet, and he and the Thunderlight mouse are startled. Is it too sudden? Su Ping and the Thunderlight mouse immediately fall into the nurture land, and the air is filled with thunders. As Su Ping lands, he performs a Liu boat maneuver, rolls over and steadies himself, while the Thunderlight mouse crashes into the ground. He slowly raises his head and is surprised at the scene before him. Is this the nurture land? What he sees is a vast, barren land, with thunderbolts accompanying roars that constantly bombard the ground. The ground is covered with huge rocks, and even the dead trees are dozens of times larger than those in the outside world. How big are the natives here? Thunder and Sea Swords is a place where countless Upper Valley behemoths inhabit, and the thick thunder element is suitable for training lightning-based pets. The probability of encountering behemoths below 100 meters is high, while the probability of encountering behemoths above 1,000 meters is low, and the probability of encountering behemoths above 10,000 meters is extremely low. This newbie village is really scary. The probability of encountering behemoths below 100 meters is extremely high. Doesn't that mean those beasts are everywhere? Suddenly, a giant koan appears in the sky above Su Ping, a 100,000-meter level king beast, the Lighting Abyss Thunder King koan. Compared to the huge Koan Wang, Su Ping is as small as an ant. Seeing this grand scene for the first time, he can't help but exclaim, "My goodness, wasn't I encountered in the polar zone?" The Koan Wang senses the movement below and opens its mouth wide. In an instant, a new red thunderbolt strikes towards the ground. Suddenly, everything goes black before Su Ping's eyes, and the system prompt appears, "Host has died." Su Ping is now in some mysterious space, coughing frantically. The fear of death makes him tremble all over. What was that thing just now? Did I really die? After calming down a bit, Su Ping looks at the system prompt that says, "The host was killed by Wang Shua 0.73 seconds ago and is currently in the resurrection space waiting for revival warning. If the task is not completed on time, the host's rating will be lowered. Leaving the nurture area without completing the task is also considered a failure. When the host's rating falls below 60, they will be eliminated." Su Ping hears the word eliminated and suddenly panics. "Hey, system, you didn't say anything about this when I accepted the task. And what's my rating now? I can see the task rewards and punishments if I slide this scroll bar down. In addition, due to the host's low rating, there is no permission to view the rating. What the heck, system? Are you trying to trick me? How can encountering Wang Shua be a thing in the newbie village? Wang Shua is a super rare beast, so the host should seek out more suitable prey for hunting and killing." Su Ping complains. "Am I just an unlucky person? Even such a rare thing can happen to me? Please hurry up and revive me." The system suddenly prompts that Su Ping and the Thunder Light Mouse are suddenly appearing in midair and their bodies are quickly repairing. In order to complete the task as soon as possible, Su Ping directly establishes a temporary contract with the Thunder Light Mouse. As the temporary contract is completed, the system prompts that the emotional consciousness connection between the host and the Thunder Light Mouse has been successful. If there is any discomfort, just get used to it. Good luck with your exploration, the system says. Su Ping and Thunder Light Mouse climb up the hill to observe the situation below. He sees a horse eating grass and thinks that it shouldn't pose much of a threat and is also alone, so there is a chance to attack it. The Thunder Light Mouse is panicking and making a squeaking sound next to him. Su Ping realizes that he can feel the Thunder Light Mouse's fear since the contract was established. There must be danger ahead, he thinks. Suddenly, a giant worm as big as a horse appears from underground in front of them and bites tightly onto the horse. Although the horse struggles desperately, it is in vain. The giant worm starts to enjoy its meal and slowly devours the horse. It turns out to be a juvenile 7-gauge insecticide 10-meter level behemoth. The Thunder Light Mouse's perception was correct. There is really danger here. Su Ping looks at the insecticide in front of him, not knowing who gave him courage. He shouts loudly, "It's less than 100 meters long. We have a chance to kill it. Thunder Light Mouse, attack it and bite its neck with your power." The Thunder Light Mouse immediately charges towards the giant bug with teeth and claws. The insecticide, which is enjoying its meal, does not notice the movement behind it. With a loud thud, the Thunder Light Mouse slams into the hard outer shell of the insecticide. The system prompt suddenly appears, saying that the Thunder Light Mouse has died due to head injuries, but has learned a new skill, Charge. The system asks if Su Ping wants to revive it. Su Ping presses the revive button and the sound of rustling and green light flashes on the ground. The Thunder Light Mouse is revived successfully and is completely unharmed. Su Ping thinks that the Thunder Light Mouse's combat power is not enough, but luckily it can be revived infinitely. No matter how high its HP is, I can slowly drain it, he thinks. After Su Ping's pet, the Thunder Light Rat, died by smashing into the insect armor, it was resurrected and ready to seek revenge, keeping itself mobile and getting faster. It uses its small size to dodge attacks and maneuver to the side of its opponent. The Thunder Light Rat perfectly executes Su Ping's commands and fights guerrilla style, currently using all its strength to attack the weak spots between the insect's back and side armor using its charging ability. After hearing Su Ping's orders, the Thunder Light Rat roars and uses all its power, tensing up its body and muscles, and rushes towards the giant worm. With a loud bang, the Thunder Light Rat hits the weak spot of the giant worm. The insect writhes in pain, its huge mouth spewing out blood. It's working. If we continue fighting like this, we can win. The insect, unable to accept the fact that it has been injured by such a small rat, suddenly lets out an angry roar. It seizes the opportunity to turn around, opens its mouth, and bites the Thunder Light Rat, killing it due to internal injuries. Will you resurrect it? Su Ping quickly presses the resurrection button and shouts, "Hang on, Thunder Light Rat." After successfully resurrecting, the Thunderlight Rat launches another attack, trading its life for injuries, and with a loud bang, it strikes the insect once again. After each impact, the Thunderlight Rat immediately dies and resurrects. With this ability, it keeps wearing down its opponent. Suddenly, the just resurrected Thunderlight Rat's fur stands on end, and its body emits a burst of lightning power. The lightning interweaves with each other, making a crackling sound. Due to the abundance of lightning elements in the environment, the Thunderlight Rat has partially mastered the power of lightning, and it can now attach lightning to its charging ability, achieving an advanced skill. Su Ping is thrilled. The quality of this skill has been upgraded, and with the lightning attack, it should be able to completely penetrate the defensive armor. Su Ping can't wait and yells, "Let's end the battle with this move." The Thunderlight Rat immediately starts to gather its strength, emitting intense energy fluctuations throughout its body. Its body turns a deep blue, surrounded by lightning that keeps crackling. After fully charging, the Thunderlight Rat releases its lightning power, forming a tornado of lightning, which penetrates the charging armor of the giant beetle. The exhausted Thunderlight Rat has finally killed the insect, raising the progress of the battle power mission by 2%. Su Ping cheers excitedly, "Great job, Thunderlight Rat." However, he also realizes that the Thunderlight Rat can only use its abilities once due to its current stamina. After the powerful Thunder Electric charge, it needs to rest for a while before finding new prey. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake violently, and rocks start to rain down on Su Ping. In front of him, a giant creature rises from the ground, causing the ground to shake even more. What Su Ping sees is a group of adult giant worm beasts, 100 meters in size. "I killed one juvenile 10-meter level insect, and now there's a swarm of 100-meter level giant beasts. This is too much. How am I supposed to fight them?" Su Ping looks at the 100-meter giant beasts suddenly rising from the ground, a swarm of adult shark worms. He is immediately paralyzed and falls into despair. Before Su Ping can react, the shark worm's tail sweeps towards him, and with a snap, he and the Thunderlight Rat are directly knocked away. Su Ping screams in pain as he flies dozens of meters away and falls to the ground, coughing up pus and bleeding. Damn it, at least 5 or 6 ribs were broken just now. The adult worms are much stronger than the larvae. Is there any reason to continue this fight? Su Ping loses all his will to fight as he looks at the swarm of creatures in front of him. A single giant worm can do this to me. Is there any point in persisting in such a mismatched battle? Thunderlight Rat is also injured and hasn't recovered from the last fight. Let's give up the mission. With so many enemies, even if they are revived and fight again, they cannot win against them. It is the most sensible choice to randomly revive and continue leveling up. Su Ping has completely given up struggling at this moment, kneeling silently on the ground. The giant sandworm opens its mouth without hesitation, ready to enjoy its meal. Thunderlight Rat watches as its owner is about to be eaten. Thunderlight Rat climbs up angrily, and his body once again emits thunderlight. Just as Su Ping is about to be eaten, Thunderlight Rat unexpectedly launches another thunder charge, successfully stopping the attack of the sandworm. Su Ping is amazed by the residual lightning in front of him. Thunderlight Rat can actually use thunder charge again and release it with his own willpower. Thunderlight Rat, covered in wounds, lands firmly on the ground with a sharp look in his eyes. "I can feel your fighting spirit. So what if it's a desperate situation? Thunderlight Rat hasn't given up, and I can't just sit and wait to die." The group of sandworms sees their prey daring to resist, and several sandworms rush towards Su Ping. Su Ping brushes off his previous despair and shouts with a strong fighting spirit, "Even if I die, it will be a warrior's death." Suddenly, Su Ping's vision darkens, and even though it's impressive, it doesn't change anything. With a swish, the system prompts "You have chosen random revival." Su Ping, who has been randomly revived, hasn't fully recovered from the previous battle and is staring blankly at Thunderlight Rat. Su Ping is covered in cold sweat and breathing heavily, surprised that he is revived at full health, yet still feels so exhausted. The current host's spiritual power is too low. Frequent revivals in a short period of time will cause fatigue, which is a normal phenomenon. Please pay attention to mental training while improving your combat power. Su Ping understands that it's just like a car engine. Even if it's good, without gasoline, it's useless. He realizes that he needs to exercise his body more. Suddenly, Thunderlight Rat stands up fiercely and keeps making a sizzling sound, warning Su Ping of danger nearby. What now? Do they want to kill me again? After choosing random revival, Su Ping arrives at a place full of small hills, and Thunderlight Rat keeps making sizzling sounds, indicating the presence of enemies nearby. Su Ping touches the protruding hill on the ground and thinks to himself that the terrain here is indeed different from where he was killing bugs. Suddenly, the ground under his feet starts shaking violently, and several tentacles suddenly emerge from under the entire rock area, and thick tentacles directly pierce into the ground, making a loud noise. Su Ping and Thunderlight Rat quickly move away and observe the 10-meter giant monsters in front of them from a distance. Su Ping can't help but smile confidently, realizing that these are just 10-meter level monsters. The problem is not big. The monsters take the lead and, the moment its jaws full of fangs open, it sprays a blob of green liquid. Su Ping quickly dodges to one side upon seeing this. The green liquid makes a hissing sound the moment it touches and corrodes the ground. Su Ping looks at the melted ground in shock, realizing that it is strong acid that he can't be hit by. Su Ping dodges the acid and then shouts to Thunderlight Rat to use all its strength and show them his growth. Thunderlight Rat immediately unleashes its thunder power upon receiving instructions, enveloped in thunderous energy, and poised for thunderous collision. It's been countless days since Su Ping first arrived in the Thundering Sea realm, and now, lying on the insect remains, he gasps for breath, obviously having just experienced a fierce battle. Suddenly, the system prompts him that he has completed the task, and he has used the revive skill a total of 69 times, while Thunderlight Rat has used it a total of 847 times, totaling 472 kills. The whole area is littered with a large number of monster remains, showing the fierceness of their battles. Thunderlight Rat's skill has advanced, with Thunder Charge advancing to Thunder Flash. The gift skill, Lightning Shadow Remnant, has earned as a reward. Su Ping is shocked by the primary insect and beast identification technique. Looking at the system panel, Thunder Flash and Lightning Shadow Remnant skills are the top 10 secret art. New pet skills are divided into 6 quality grades according to their combat power, and the higher the quality, the greater the power of the skill. Among these countless shocks, some are passed down from ancient times, known as dense wonders, the secret art. The dense method has long been lost, and only pets with innate talent can comprehend it. The Thundering Sea realm has a high-purity thunder element, and Thunderlight Rat, after countless life and death struggles, has fully stimulated its potential and learned the dense method, which is not surprising. The task is completed. Please send me back quickly. I don't want to stay here for a moment longer. The system prompts the closing of Nurture panel, and the host will soon disconnect from the Thundering Sea realm, and the temporary contract between the host and the pet will be terminated. In preparation for the return, Su Ping quietly closes his eyes. The countless revivals that have exhausted his body and mind, wishing to collapse and fall asleep immediately. It's time for the final round of the annual new pet team competition in the city area of Fengshan College at the Longjiang base. Which students will win the competition this year? Who will become a new pet master? Who will enter the pioneering war team earlier? Will it be Yi Hao? Or Jiang Xuehan? Or maybe Zhang Xiao? Su Yan is a third-year pet battler at Fengshan College on the edge of terrainment, feeling low at the moment. She thinks there will not be any problems in the preliminary rounds, but why did I meet the seeded participants who were expected to win in the first 2 rounds? In the first round, she meets Jiang Xuehan and is easily defeated. In the second round, she meets Yi Hao and is also defeated, losing 2 rounds in a row. And now, she has to face Zhang Xiao in the final round, and she only has the idiotic evil fox beast that has just been healed to take the field. It seems that she can only bring back Thunderlight Rat for the final round. Although it doesn't have much combat power, it can at least satisfy the 2-star pet participation rules, while at least the saber-toothed tiger can try and fight. She can't give up yet. Soon, Su Yan arrives at the Little Rascal pet shop. Is anyone here? The shop is empty. Are they going out of business or moving away? Fortunately, she arrives just in time. Is the owner here? I'm here to pick up my star pet. Su Ping comes out of the room and greets her. Hello, do you need any help? Su Yan quickly says, hello, boss. How is the Thunderlight Rat that I put here for foster care half-month ago? I want to take it back early, Su Yan asks. Su Ping replies, it's doing great. Okay, let's settle the account. Su Yan wonders why the owner speaks in such a strange tone. Is he afraid that she won't pay when she picks up her pet early? Su Yan smiles and says, don't worry, even though I'm picking it up early, the fee is still the same as before, so it won't be less for you. Su Ping just smiles and doesn't say anything. After all, he also has feelings with Thunderlight Rat after going through so much together. Su Ping picks up Thunderlight Rat, sighs reluctantly, come on, little guy, it's time to go home. Don't forget about me when you go back. Thunderlight Rat responds with a mechanical sound as if it's promising. After handing over Thunderlight Rat, the system prompts that the currency has been credited, the shop function is activated, and the currency has been automatically converted into energy points. The system prompts a new task again.
Chaos Spirit Pool for incubation has been established. Please breed a pet of your own within 7 days. The reward for completing the task is a random pet battle skill book, and the punishment for failure is to eliminate the host. You can become War Tamer by purchasing Awakening Potion in the shop.
What? Can I become a war tamer? Su Ping is shocked after hearing the system prompt.
Can I really become a pet warrior?
The system answers.
Yes, just use the awakening liquid. Additionally, the shop is in host's consciousness. In the future, if host want to use the shop, just think about it in your heart.
Su Ping excitedly exclaims.
I must buy it.
Frantically clicking the awakening liquid option. With a bang, the system prompts that the energy point is insufficient to make the purchase. Energy point is primarily converted from the currency earned by the host at a ratio of 100 to 1. Currently, there is only 1 energy point left. Su Ping feels uneasy, quickly checking his watch, only to see a payment record of 108 yuan. Su Ping becomes furious, feeling humiliated that his pet that has learned top 10 secret skills is only worth 108 yuan. Meanwhile, the Phoenix School annual Star Pet competition is underway, and the host shouts that this match is too exciting. Zhang Xiao's magic dragon fist only uses one move to heavily injure Su Yan's 100-foot crocodile tiger beast. Zhang Xiao, known as the Elite Terminator, is indeed powerful. Zhang Xiao smiles at Su Yan and asks,
"Do you want to continue?"
The match seems to be continue. Su Yan is also one of the seeded players before the 2 rounds of the competition, but her luck is too poor, encountering 2 of the Academy's ace players. Most of her new pets are seriously injured, and there is almost no chance of winning. Su Yan is too young. Faced with a certain defeat, it is unwise for her to not think about reserving strength and to fight so hard without a way out. The muscular man laughs.
It's easy to see things clearly from the sidelines.
The result of this competition is related to her future ability to join the pioneer team. The bespectacled man agrees.
Even if there is no chance of winning, naturally, she wants to do her best.
The host looks at the situation in front of him and shouts.
Let's see how Su Yan will respond, surrender or fight to the death.
Su Yan's 100-foot evil tiger has been injured since the last defeat, and although it has received treatment, it has not yet recovered. The hope of winning this match is almost zero. Su Yan thinks with reluctance.
How could I lose so quickly? Is this how my 3-year college life will end?
At this moment, Zhang Xiao has the upper hand, and smiles at Su Yan.
You're just like that. Dragon Hound, show it its dignity.
After receiving the command, the Dragon Hound immediately opens its huge mouth and rapidly gathers its raging fire-type energy skill Flame Dragon Fire to launch. The host also exclaims in surprise at the scene. Zhang Xiao takes action and plans to end the battle while the idiotic evil fox beast is still unable to move. Su Yan, looking at the huge flame dragon fire, feels reluctant, but in order to protect 100-foot evil tiger, she has to shout.
I surrender.
Suddenly, there is a loud bang, and the flame dragon fire hits a huge energy shield. The host shouts that the referee takes action and Su Yan surrenders, congratulating Zhang Xiao on winning the first round. Zhang Xiao thinks.
She was almost done for.
He sneers and says.
You're lucky. Let's move on to the next round.
Su Yan turns to look at the Thunderlight Rat that is crazily eating snacks and feels helpless about what to do. The only one that can take the field now is Thunderlight Rat, but has it been damaged by the junk food it has been eating since coming back from the pet shop? Can she let it take the field in this state?